Well, it's no longer news that the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals first leg have come and have gone. And statistically, three teams went away from home and won. Only one team, that's Paris Saint-Germain, at Parc des Princes, won against Liverpool 2-0 today. And you see, it's quite intriguing the way things went, especially today between PSG and Liverpool and Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. Yes, for PSG Liverpool, that match was like the game between a man and a boy. It was more or less the game between a full grown man and a kid just learning how to play football. Liverpool came to PSG today. They came with the mentality, okay, we lost against Man City last week. Now they came with a 3 at the back, 4 and then 1-2 formation to play against Paris Saint-Germain, thinking there will be a difference in the performance. But I tell you what was different. For the first time since 2007 against Real Madrid, Liverpool did not have a single shot on target in the first half of the game. As well, in the first half, Paris Saint-Germain had 163 passes completed to Liverpool's 63. They were totally outclassed. They were totally outplayed. And of course, they were outscored at Parc des Princes. And it seems like this PSG team, they are going on the amazing run, on the run to win things again. If you look at last season, they played against a team from France, Brest, before they started playing against teams from England. They played against Liverpool, Arsenal, Aston Villa. Now this season, they played against a team from France, Monaco, and then they've played against Liverpool. They played against Newcastle United as well. They played against Tottenham. Now they've started against Liverpool again, quarterfinals. They're playing against, if they win against Liverpool in this quarterfinals, they could go all the way. They could even play against Arsenal if Arsenal do progress in the UEFA Champions League this season too. So it's like they are, I don't know, it could be their year again. It could be their year again, but clearly they are the best team currently in Europe based on their achievement last season. But will they be able to do it against the likes of Bayern Munich if they qualify, or Real Madrid, or even Barcelona or Atletico Madrid, whichever way it goes? But tonight, they really did perform brilliantly. And in fact, the only surprise there is they didn't score more than just 2 goals. They had chances. It was more like, okay, let's be respectful, or let's have mercy on Liverpool so that they don't go home and maybe they are playing a final. Maybe they played a final farewell for Mohamed Salah in the Champions League. So they wanted to save his face and preserve his honor. But Liverpool tonight, they were very submissive. They were very, I don't even know how to describe their performance again, but it was totally poor. And then for Barcelona, you know, those ones, they always think they're the best in the world. When actually, if you look at the last 10 years in the UEFA Champions League, how far have Barcelona gone? And yet they think they are still the best team in Europe. Based on what? On nonsense. Tonight, they got a reality check. You know, on Saturday, when they played against Atletico Madrid, after the final whistle, Diego Simeone was more or less telling Hansi Flick that don't worry, we will meet again on Tuesday on this same ground. We will meet again. And yes, tonight he followed that up with a performance that showed that he really meant what he said. And 2-0 away from home, beating Barcelona for the first time at Nou Camp since 2006, 20 years ago. I mean, that's some record. And don't forget, statistically as well, a brief of history now. They have met 3 times. They have met 2 times in the Champions League already. On those 2 occasions, Barcelona were eliminated by Atletico Madrid. Now, this is the 3rd time they are meeting, and they've lost 2-0 at home again to Atletico Madrid. They are going to Atletico next week. Could they do a remontada, or will a remontada do them? I don't know. But either way, they need to either do a remontada, or they will, you know, before, when the game started, the Camp Nou was so energetic and the noise was almost deafening. But then when the second goal went in, you know, all the drummings on it, it became a money ground. And then, yes, Atletico Madrid, master of dark arts. They really, and they played well as well. But as Atletico Madrid, kudos to them. And then kudos to Diego Simeone. You know, he's proving that he's been in that team for so long and he's had experience in the Champions League. Now, next week again, on Tuesday, Atletico Madrid will be hosting Barcelona, while Liverpool will be welcoming PSG. While on Wednesday, it will be the continuity or resumption of, no, it's not resumption, it's continuity of hostility between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. And then, of course, Arsenal, the best team in the UEFA Champions League currently, will be hosting Sporting Lisbon. They always tell us that Man United fans, we don't have any business to do with Champions League this season. So just keep quiet. I will keep quiet. And we are thanking Arsenal because Arsenal have done us great yesterday because of them now, 5 teams are going to be taking part in next season UEFA Champions League. At least for now. It could be 6. It could be, but for now, 5 teams have been confirmed that will be taking part from England in next season's UEFA Champions League. Hopefully, Manchester United will be there next season. Until next we meet, I'm Victor. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and, comment, engage our posts, Sport Hangouts. We always like to bring you the best and the best only. Bye.